welcome everybody. Welcome to our global meditation for August. And this is a special one. It is the Lion's Gate. It is the Syrian Stargate. And it is very special to me because it is an Egyptian connection. And I have a beautiful collective called the Collective of the Golden Ankh and Merkaba Light that I work with. And this collective began with my working with Aksun Shaman back in 2008 when I began trans-channeling him. And he lived one life on this planet, and that was in Egypt during the time of its power. And so the Egyptian energy, the initiation, the Stargates, that are associated with Egypt are really special and important to me. So it makes this extra juicy for me. So our process tonight is I'm going to begin with just a simple grounding and breathing process to bring us into the space together so that we're all operating in unification. And then we're going to go through a process to access stillness, which is part of my practice that we go through before we access the grid. And then we're actually going to, I have this beautiful prayer to read that was absolutely perfect. This prayer took many years to find me, and it's exactly for tonight. So I'll be sharing that. And then we'll actually be going into the grid, and we're going to be working with trauma. And this particular Stargate energy has a lot to do with sexual trauma. So we're going to be releasing some very specific things around our mothers, sexual trauma in general for the planet, restoring of the divine feminine, and a healing of all feminine energy across the planet. And as you know, male or female, you embody feminine energy. So it really is a global experience. It's not just about women versus men, but we are going to be specifically focusing on purifying trauma. This particular Stargate is open. So I'd like you to put both feet onto your floor. I'd like you to take your palms and actually place them down. You can put them on a table in front of you, on your thighs, on the earth, on the floor, wherever you are, and close down your eyes. At this time, I ask the angels, the saints, the siddhas, the gurus, the master teachers, all of our loved ones in spirit, all of the guides from the causal planes and above, to join us this evening for this special rite of passage, for this initiatory Stargate, to aid us, guard us, and guide us in this path of ascension and in this path of great awakening. Hail and welcome. Now I'd like each of you to take a deep breath in through the nose using your natural filtration system in the nostrils. And just take a nice deep breath out through the mouth. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. And bring your attention and your awareness down to the bottoms of your feet. And just notice the palms of your feet on the earth. Feel them connected deep into our Great Mother. Feel the rootedness, the groundedness, and the connection to our planet. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Place your hand, either hand, left or right, on your heart center. Connect in with your heart center, the central point of your energy system in the human body. This point of light and compassion. And take a deep breath in, breathing in turquoise light, brilliant, beautiful, aquamarine, silvery, turquoise diamond light into the heart center. See that turquoise light swirling around in your heart center. And as you breathe out any stress, tension. See a gray smoke releasing from the body. Take a nice deep breath in, and then hold your breath and access stillness. Release your air, and then hold your breath and access stillness. Breathe in through the nose, pause, and access stillness. Breathe out through the mouth, pause, access stillness. Breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold, breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold. And just stay here in stillness. Notice the palms of your feet on the floor. Sink deeper into your meditative state. And continue to sit in stillness as I share this prayer. In the reality of many realities, how we see what we see affects the quality of our reality. We are children of earth and sky, DNA descendant and ancestor, human being, physical spirit, bone, flesh, blood as spirit. We are in time and space, but we're far beyond time and space. The past is part of the present. The future is part of the present. Life and being are interwoven. We are DNA of Earth, moon, planets, stars. We are related to the universal creator, created, creation. Spirit and intelligence with clarity, being and human as power. We are a part of the memories of evolution. These memories carry knowledge. These memories carry our identity. Beneath race, gender, class, age, beneath citizen, business, state, religion. We are human being, and these memories are trying to remind us, human beings, it is time to rise up. Remember who we are. Now at this time, you're going to take a nice deep breath in. And remembering who you are and the access points open, visualize the pyramids of Giza. Notice the dawn is breaking in Giza. Notice the Sphinx in all its incredible glory. Notice as the dawn is breaking in the sky, there is a blend of the incredible stars in the sky and a blend of our sun in all of its glory. And begin to rise up into the sky, rising up until you can see down from the eagle's point of view, the pyramids of Giza, the cities surrounding, the energy, the people. Just notice. Rise higher, higher into the atmosphere, and begin to notice other power points across the planet, other temples, other pyramids, other statues, other mountains, all the sacred spaces interconnected with this grid of the most beautiful silver, platinum, turquoise, rose, diamond, faceted light, connecting each sacred point together, activating ancient technology that is opening up through this portal to the Syrian worlds, to the star system of Sirius, to the energy. Rise higher and higher, coming up and out of the Earth's atmosphere and noticing that you now see this brilliant grid of diamond faceted light all around the planet Earth. And if you've worked on the grid, notice what's changed. Notice how many more souls have come. Notice the intergalactic ships that surround us. And as you see this grid of light, reach out and touch the brilliant light of the 144 Christ grid. And become part of the grid. Plug in to this grid and feel the light energy pulsing through you. The pure joy and compassion and unconditional love pulsing through every cell of your genetic structure. And notice how many souls are connected to this grid of light at this time, and just acknowledge their light. Acknowledge these souls and their light and the connection, and begin to move light through the grid. Feel the light move through the grid and notice that beautiful rose, silver, platinum, turquoise, diamond light connected in its own grid pattern to the sacred points of the planet Earth, also connected below you, and that light shining up into you and connect it with this Christ grid of light and bring the light together. The brilliant light of turquoise and rose and diamond faceted light, platinum, diamond, white, turquoise, rose, silver, gold, all connected around the planet and through the sacred points on the planet Earth. And as you're connected and plugged and open and pulsing light through every cell, and you feel your cellular structure changing, and you feel the heat and the energy and the quantum shifts of your very being, you now begin to see the red grid, the stronghold of control across our planet. You see the pain and the suffering and the trauma of our planet. And yet she can take it, and she is ready to release a massive wave of pain and suffering out through the grid to be neutralized, purified, cleared, so that the planet Earth can restore herself, so she can experience renewal. And as you see this pain and this suffering pulsing towards the light grid, you send a shock wave of light through the grid back to this trauma. And as soon as they collide together, the red grid and the trauma and the suffering and the waves of darkness just dissipate. They dissipate, they disappear, they dissolve, they dismantle. And then you see another wave coming towards you, pulsing towards you, ancient traumas released from the planet. And when they come towards you, you pulse this grid with light. With everything you have in your being, you push the light towards the darkness. And when it unifies and connects together, it dissolves the darkness with love. Continue to do this work, bringing these trauma waves out from the planet and pulsing them with unconditional love. Unconditional love, unconditional light. Some of you may wish to stay here, pulsing waves of light. We are all grid workers. If you feel called to stay in this space and pulse these waves of light, continue to do so. For those of you that feel called to transform and transmute the number 13, you will now visualize the dark representation of the number 13. Notice the symbols that you see, the superstition, perhaps the trauma through the Knights Templar. Perhaps you see the symbol of the crow totem. Notice what energies and symbols you see that are the dark or the shadow side of the number 13. And now visualize and ask to show the positive, polarized light of the number 13. To see the crow in its mystical glory as the great messenger of messages. To see the number 13 as a sacred symbol, part of our sacred astrology, part of our DNA structures. See it as its crystalline aquamarine light form of the number 13. And begin to bring these symbols together, the darkness and the light. And imagine, while you're still connected into this grid, that you bring these symbols towards you. Bring them in and towards you and wrap your arms around them. And hold both the shadow and the light, and love and love and love as the darkness dissolves and only the light remains. Love these symbols, hold these symbols, pull in these symbols. Breathe and love and dissolve and breathe and love and dissolve and breathe and love and dissolve these energies. Now, everyone together, unplug from the grid. And know that your work is never done and you can come here at any time, but you're going to step out from the grid and you're going to turn to face the sun. Turn to face the sun of our galaxy, that central star point. And out of the sun comes the energy of the phoenix. This beautiful, glorious energy of the phoenix rising from the sun, and ask the sun to bathe you in its light. Feel every single cell in your body fill with the light of the golden sun. And as you fill with the light from the sun, you can take a look around. Perhaps you can look out through the galaxy all the way to the Sirius star system. And if you want to ask this question, you can ask, who am I to connect with off planet? What interdimensional system is part of me? What energies, guides, teachers are part of me that are ready to connect through this Stargate into my system? Who am I building a rainbow bridge to? And ask them to come in and to connect, whether it's a feeling or a color or a message or a symbol or a sign, but it is now the time to connect. Take all of the energy of the sun, the connection with the interdimensional beings, the energy connection with the grid, the trauma and the symbols that you've seen, and the transmutation of energy, and bring it all into your physical being. And notice that you are now moving back into the atmosphere. Notice that those grids to sacred spaces are still in existence, and continue to move towards them. Notice again the pyramids and continue to move towards them. And then bring yourself back into your body, into your space, feeling the bottoms of your feet, connecting in with your physical body. And you'll bring your palms together at heart center. And with your eyes still closed, feel the pulsing energy between your palms. Feel the shift in your genetic structure. Feel the assimilation and integration that is happening through every cell in your body. Feel your bones changing. And give gratitude. Give gratitude and love, joy. Feel the celebration and the connection and the openness. And you can bring your hands down now and ground into your feet and continue to stay in this space. And I'd like to share the transmission from the Golden Ankh for this evening. Dear ones, once the planet Earth had two moons, one with the colors of silver and turquoise diamond light, and the other was silvery rose. It is possible to access the energy of these two moons, as they now represent two doorways of light during this Stargate ascension period. The energy of the silver rose moon doorway embraces the restoration of the divine feminine power of Lady Gaia, our Mother Earth. It penetrates the oceans and water kingdoms and will free those trapped through natural disaster. The galactic moon spirals with a pure energy that is of platinum and turquoise diamond light fractals that generate quantum shifts in our genetic structures. Utilize your clairsenses to access this moon gate and restore feminine power to your biological structure and to the structure of planet Earth herself. And so it is, and so it shall be. Now bring your chin to your chest. Feel the stretch at the back of the spine, at your neck, and slowly flutter your eyes open. And when you're ready, you can come back to center.